o'clock, time now for your morning rush. And this morning, the ex-girlfriend of actor Johnathan Majors has dropped her defamation lawsuit. A jury convicted the Marvel star and Duncanville High School graduate on domestic violence charges against that same ex, and a judge sentenced him to a year-long abuse prevention program.
Johnathan Majors is once again back in the news. This time, it's not related to Kang the Conqueror, but websites are trying to make it seem like it is.
Johnathan, how do you feel about the sentence? Was it fair? Will you be back, Johnathan?
Y'all, after months of legal drama and headlines that had fans questioning his future in Hollywood, Johnathan Majors has officially been acquitted of all charges. And the aftermath? Let's just say it's about to shake up the industry in a major way. Marvel Studios has finally broken their silence, and it seems like they've got big plans for the Kang actor. But that's not even the half of it. Majors is reportedly gearing up for revenge, and if the rumors are true, he's got receipts that could leave Hollywood in shambles. The charges against Johnathan Majors have officially been dropped, and y'all, the drama surrounding this saga is getting even juicier. Grace Jabari, Majors' ex-girlfriend, has completely withdrawn her defamation and assault lawsuit against him, and here's the kicker, it's dismissed with prejudice, meaning she can't bring these claims up again. This is a major win for Majors, but let's take a step back and figure out how we even got here.
Johnathan Majors' ex-girlfriend drops defamation and assault lawsuit. Actor Johnathan Majors and his ex-girlfriend Grace Jabari have agreed to resolve their civil claims.
To understand the full picture, you've got to know the backstory. Majors was convicted of assault in December 2023 after his messy breakup with Jabari. While he avoided jail time, he was hit with a 52-week domestic abuse prevention program. But that wasn't the end of it. Earlier this year, Jabari filed a lawsuit accusing Majors of assault, battery, and defamation. She also went after his lawyers, claiming they used her time on the stand during the trial to discredit her character. But that's not all. Majors fired back in June by filing his own DV report against Jabari, flipping the script entirely. He claimed she had been violent toward him, and this bold move shifted the tide in his favor. Ultimately, the Manhattan DA decided not to pursue her case, leaving her claims dangling in the air. Fast forward to now, and with both parties agreeing to drop everything, it looks like Majors has the upper hand.
Yeah. How you feeling today?
But wait, there's more. Let's not forget how this all started. Majors and Jabari met on the set of Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania back in 2021. And while their relationship seemed picture-perfect at first, things turned ugly by March 2023. Jabari accused Majors of slapping her, twisting her arm, and causing injuries to her finger and ear during an altercation in his Chelsea apartment. Majors, however, told a completely different story, claiming he called 911 out of concern for Jabari's well-being after suspecting a suicide attempt or overdose. And here's the wild part. The courts might have seen through the smoke and mirrors. While Majors faced harsh scrutiny at first, his countersuit and the lack of further charges against Jabari added more weight to his side of the story. Her decision to drop the case now feels like an admission that things weren't as cut and dry as she initially made them seem. So, where does this leave Majors now? Well, with his name cleared, he's gearing up for what looks like a fresh start. But knowing how Hollywood works, this isn't just about clearing his reputation. It's also about reclaiming his spot in the industry. And if rumors are to be believed, Majors is seeking some serious revenge on those who turned their backs on him during his darkest hour. But here's where it gets even messier. Hollywood insiders are buzzing about how Marvel Studios is handling this whole ordeal. So, why is Marvel worried? Well, after Johnathan Majors' arrest and subsequent conviction for harassment and assault, Marvel Studios wasted no time in distancing themselves from the actor. Majors, once considered the cornerstone of Marvel's next cinematic phase, saw his Hollywood dream crumble as the studio officially dropped him from all future projects. And let me tell you, it wasn't a decision they made lightly. Majors had already established himself as a key player in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, first appearing as Kang the Conqueror in Loki, and then as a main antagonist in Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. But after the allegations surfaced, Marvel couldn't risk keeping him in such a pivotal role, especially with the public backlash. The studio even went as far as renaming the highly anticipated The Avengers, Kang Dynasty to simply Avengers 5, essentially erasing Majors' influence on the franchise.
Actor Johnathan Majors has been found guilty of his ex-girlfriend.
A jury reaching the verdict on the third day of deliberations. Majors was considered a rising star in Hollywood before the trial. He appeared in several movies, including Marvel's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, as well as Creed 3.
But that's not all. This wasn't just a case of quietly moving on. Reports suggest that Marvel and Disney had been bracing for this storm well before the verdict. Rumors say they had contingency plans in place as early as November, knowing full well that the allegations could derail their carefully constructed timeline. And when the guilty verdict came in, they pulled the plug on Majors faster than you can say multiverse. To make matters worse, Majors' role as Kang wasn't just another villain, it was supposed to be the backbone of Marvel's next chapter. He was set to appear in Avengers 5 and beyond, leading the studio's narrative arc for years to come. Losing him means Marvel now faces the monumental task of reworking their storyline from the ground up. The stakes for Marvel aren't just about rewriting scripts or finding a replacement actor. Majors' conviction casts a shadow over the entire franchise. For a studio that prides itself on being family-friendly and inclusive, associating with someone embroiled in domestic abuse allegations is a PR nightmare. Fans are already divided, with some calling for his removal long before Marvel officially made the announcement. And here's where it gets messy. Marvel didn't immediately replace Majors, leaving fans speculating about who might step into the role of Kang, or if Kang would even remain a part of the story. Some suggested big names like John Boyega, but he shut down the rumors with a sarcastic gif, making it clear he's not interested in taking over the role. It's safe to say Marvel is treading carefully, trying to avoid making a misstep that could further alienate their audience. Let's not forget, Marvel's problems with Majors come at a time when the studio is already under scrutiny for declining box office numbers and underwhelming storylines in recent releases. Dropping Majors might have been the right move ethically, but it adds yet another challenge to a studio already struggling to maintain its dominance in the industry. So, what's next for Marvel? Will they recast Kang, or will they pivot to an entirely new villain? One thing's for sure, the studio has its work cut out for them, and fans are watching closely to see how they handle this crisis. And as for Majors, it looks like his time in the MCU is officially over, but the story of his fall from grace is far from finished. So here's where things stand. Johnathan Majors is not confirmed to return as Kang the Conqueror in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's right, the character who was supposed to dominate the next phase of Marvel might be taking a back seat, and not by choice. But wait, it gets more interesting. To make things even juicier, Marvel replaced Kang with a fan favorite, Robert Downey Jr., who will now take on the role of Dr. Doom in the upcoming Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars films. And let's be real, bringing back RDJ as a major villain is the kind of safe, blockbuster move Marvel feels they need right now. Plus, with RDJ reportedly earning a staggering $80 million per Avengers film, Marvel is clearly betting big on his return to revive their momentum.
Ladies and gentlemen, as proof of the unimaginable possibilities in the Marvel multi-universe, we give you the one person who could play Victor Von Doom.
But that's not all. Marvel's entire strategy seems to be leaning on bangers only from here on out. They're funneling massive resources into surefire hits like Deadpool and Wolverine, hoping to win back fans after a string of underwhelming projects. Meanwhile, Kang's storyline, which once seemed so central, is being quietly sidelined. Now, here's the twist. There's still a slim chance we'll see Kang again, but not anytime soon. Rumors suggest Marvel might revisit the character in the Young Avengers storyline years down the line. In this potential arc, Kang's younger variant, Iron Lad, rebels against his villainous future self, setting up an epic showdown. If that happens, Johnathan Majors could still return as the older Kang. But we're talking way into the future, likely after Secret Wars and deep into Phase 7. The actor has also landed the lead role in Martin Villeneuve's Merciless, and is back on track with Magazine Dreams, now produced by Briarcliff Entertainment, after Searchlight Pictures dropped it during his legal battles. Remember, Magazine Dreams got rave reviews at the Sundance Film Festival, so this could be his big redemption arc. But that's not all. His engagement to actress Megan Good is making headlines too. The two confirmed their relationship at the Ebony Power 100 Gala, which, fun fact, is where they first met in a unisex bathroom 2 years ago. Talk about a full circle moment, right?
Oh, there you go. Love that right there. That's great.
Megan Good and Johnathan Majors are engaged.
I'm happy and I'm thankful. I feel free, which is a beautiful feeling.
At the heart of all this is Disney's family-friendly image. Even though Majors' legal troubles are behind him, the nature of the accusations, violence against a woman, makes Disney reluctant to associate with him, regardless of the outcome. It's not about what actually happened, it's about the optics. And let's not forget, Marvel has a history of slow comebacks. Just look at James Gunn. He was fired in 2018, but didn't fully return to the Marvel fold until years later. Another reason? Marvel isn't convinced Kang could bring in the kind of box office numbers they need right now. After the backlash to the multiverse-heavy storylines, they're refocusing on more grounded and proven characters, like Deadpool, Wolverine, and now, Doctor Doom. Now, Marvel fans are left wondering, should they bring him back? On one hand, some believe Majors deserves a second chance now that the lawsuit is behind him. On the other hand, Marvel's shift to Doctor Doom could mean there's no room for Kang in their grand plan, with or without Majors. Here's the kicker. If Marvel truly pivots away from Kang, it's not just about Majors anymore. It's about the entire storyline that's been teased since Loki. Fans who were invested in Kang's multiverse arc might feel cheated, but with someone like Robert Downey Jr. stepping in as Doctor Doom, well, that could soften the blow. So is this the last we'll see of Majors in the Marvel Universe? It's hard to say. Hollywood loves a comeback, and Majors is already proving he's not backing down. But whether Marvel will take the risk of rehiring him is another question entirely. For now, it seems like Majors' journey with Marvel might be over, but his story in Hollywood is far from finished. What do you think? Should Marvel bring him back, or is it time to officially close the Kang chapter? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and while you're at it, hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.